What up? Back again with another banger. How y'all doing this morning, man? I got a special topic this morning, man, and I'm gonna bounce off my boy Dr. BOA because he was speaking some truth yesterday. Forgive yourself, fellas. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for being stupid. Forgive yourself for putting a baby in the wrong woman. You didn't know no better, you know. You thought she was good. You thought everything was okay. It is what it is. You got a baby by a crazy woman now. Now you taught yourself something. Forgive yourself for wifing up another man's baby mama and letting her take you down through there and her children disrespect you. Forgive yourself, brothers. You have to learn in order to grow. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for being so stupid. Forgive yourself for not paying attention to the sign of discernment from God when he told you to stop doing what you was doing, but you kept doing what you was doing, and then it burnt you in the end. Forgive yourself, fellas. Forgive yourself if you had to take another man's life because the environment that you was in was kill or be killed. Forgive yourself. You didn't know no better. God already forgave you. You just have to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for being disrespected by people and letting them mistreat you and letting them talk to you and push you around like you a chump. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for making all the bad decisions that you made in your life. All the detrimental situations. Forgive yourself. Let it go. God already forgave you. Now it's time to forgive yourself. He's just waiting on you to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not following your first mind. And then something very detrimental happened to yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for being so foolish. Forgive yourself for dealing with foolishness. Forgive yourself for dealing with a disrespectful woman that was calling you all types of BANs. Forgive yourself for letting yourself go through all that. Forgive yourself for letting a woman force you to get married when you didn't want to get married, but you got married because you was afraid to lose the woman. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for letting yourself be manipulated by people. Forgive yourself for being so stupid. This is a hard pill to swallow, but today we're going to get rid of all the harping, all the dwelling, all the what I wish I should have done. It's time to forgive ourselves. Forgive ourselves for taking bad opportunities, knowing it wasn't right, knowing it wasn't the way we should move, but we still did them. Forgive ourselves. Forgive yourself for following your lust and ending up in a detrimental situation. Forgive yourself from chasing a woman and her treating you like a puppet. Forgive yourself for being a trick and she only used you for dinner dates. You have to forgive yourself, brothers. You didn't know no better. Now you know. And even if you keep making the same mistakes, you got to keep bumping your head and bumping your head and bumping your head until you learn. We have to forgive ourselves, brothers. God has already forgave us. He's just waiting on us. He's just waiting on us to let it go. But that's the hardest thing for a human being to do, is to let it go. Let it go and just give it to God. It's nothing you can do. There's nowhere in the universe that you can go back and change it. There's no rewind button in real life. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself from being misled. Forgive yourself for accepting somebody's lie and using your brain to act like it wasn't a lie and still let them take advantage of you. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself from being a punk. Forgive yourself for letting you get overweight. Glutton. Eating so much to the point where you want to pass out. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself from taking a person back that cheated on you. And then you went back to her, and then you still got cheated on. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for taking care of another man's child from your woman after she cheated on you. She got pregnant, and now you taking care of her child. Forgive yourself. You didn't know no better. You were still learning. Anything that you are dwelling on right now, this is what this message is about. We need to forgive ourselves. Why? Because we need to look in the present moment. We need to be here today. We can't be here yesterday. We can't be there 10 years ago. We can't be there 20 years ago. We can't be there when we made bad decisions in our past because we didn't know any better. But we have the wisdom, understanding, and knowledge to know what not to do now. So we need to forgive ourselves. Forgive yourself for being a fool. Forgive yourself from being stupid. Forgive yourself from not going by your first mind, not letting your spirit man lead you. Forgive yourself for living in the world, thinking that the world was where it's at. But it took the world for you to lose your peace of mind to realize that you need a connection with the source. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for working that job for 10 years when you knew you should have left that first year. Forgive yourself for not going as hard as you need to go, but you just settled to be mediocre. Forgive yourself for not letting the people you were supposed to let go still be around you and be detrimental to your life. Forgive yourself for letting people drain your energy. Forgive yourself from letting people get you upset and control your emotions. Forgive yourself for being stupid. It's time that we live in the present moment, brothers. It's time that we move on with our lives. Whatever we've done in our past, we cannot take it back. God already forgave us. You haven't forgave yourself. So it's time, this day, forgive yourself. Because you was taught to be a fool. This world taught you to be stupid, a fool, and deal with this foolishness, and deal with nonsense, and turn the other cheek. It programmed you. Now it's time to unbrainwash the brainwashing. Forgive yourself. Now, what do we do after we forgive ourselves? Now we become stronger. Now we use the wisdom, understanding, and knowledge from our trials and tribulations to become better men. Now we know what not to do. Now we know to follow our first mind. Now we know to follow our spirit man. Now we know to stop chasing lust. Now we know that we can't just give every woman our wood out here because we're exchanging sexual energies. And her energy can come to you, and it can be some dark energy. I told you about that Jezebel. Boy, forgive yourself for dealing with them Jezebels. Forgive you for being a trick. Forgive yourself for being a simp. Forgive yourself for doing stuff you know you shouldn't do, but you still do it. Forgive yourself. That's what this message is about. Shout out to the dog. As men, to continue to prosper, to continue to elevate, to continue to grow, to continue to move on, to continue to look what's in front of us and not pay attention to the rear view, we have to forgive ourselves, and we have to let it go. So I'm asking you guys today, I plead with y'all. You want to live the life you want to live? Forgive yourself. And kill your old self and forget about the past. That's the message for today. God already forgave us. Now it's time to forgive ourselves. Real talk. Keep your spirits high. Stay in the present moment. The only thing you can control is your mindset. And if your mindset is all over the place, then you don't have control over your mind. The world is controlling your mind. Take hold of your own destiny and go where you need to go. And forgive yourself for being detrimental to yourself. Forgive yourself for being stupid. Forgive yourself from not paying attention to your first mind. Forgive yourself from blocking out the word of God when he was trying to save you. I just thought I should touch on that message, man. Team B! We don't bitch, we don't complain, we just grind, and we forgive ourselves for all the things that we did in this world. Because the Lord already forgave us. Now it's time to forgive ourselves and move on. Chop it up with y'all later, man. Peace.